Sorry guys, I didn't grab the gimbal. I just saw this group coming out of the dam. Just grabbed my phone and took off running. It's gonna be a little bumpy. There they come. Only 3 of them. No, this will never end. This will never end. And here's my main complaint is the Yuma border sector chief is responsible for this area, right? He is responsible to secure this area. They know this is going on, okay? And talking to the neighbors, talking to the people out here that live and breathe this every single day, you know, Border Patrol personnel is down in the area. The numbers are down because agents are sick and tired of babysitting these people, right? So we have agents that are supposed to be securing this border, yet the border's not secured and people are just walking right in, okay? This is the area by the dam. I don't know why we need 3 trucks here for 3 people. Unless there's more coming out. Sorry guys, it's a little bumpy. Mike's overhead with the drone. Just 3 people here. Those people turning around. Hold on. Hang on, guys. So, what do we have here? 2 women and a kid. 2 women and a kid, not a big bust, right? So, just to kind of give you a perspective of where they came from. Right, let me get around this bush. And you know, they could be the diversion for the larger group going through the river. Mike's got the drone up. Get great photos on that drone too. Photos and video. This is the dam, okay? This is our border fence here, right? And there's the dam. Okay. That is Mexico, guys. Right up there. See where those cars are driving? That is Mexican Highway 2 runs into this town. That is the town something like that. Can't pronounce it. So what's happening is, you know, vans, buses, cars can just pull right in here, stop, let these people out, right? And they just walk. They actually have 2 paths they can walk here, so they just walk right down, right? So if you see that area, okay, it's all open. There's a little bit of water probably like a 4 foot, 5 foot wide like pond. So where this water here pools at the end, right? It's like a little circular pond. So they just walk right through it and it takes them up here. You have a trail here, or they could, this is all like marshed out, right? And so they just walk along there and then they walk right up here and come up here on this path and they're in. So why isn't the border sector chief doing anything to stop this problem, right? So we have people that are coming through here by the hundreds, right, on a daily basis, and we can't do anything to stop this. We can't do one thing. We can't put some barbed wire, some concertina wire right here. Why is there no wire right here, guys? You know, this is one of the busiest sectors at this Yuma crossing right here. One of the busiest. And we can't figure out how to secure this little stretch of land. So, you know, nothing too exciting here. It was a man and a woman and a child. 2 women, a man, 2 women, and a child. You know, nothing too exciting, but you know, they're in. These people will never be deported. It'll be years before they have an asylum claim. So I'm going to be taking my gripes to the Yuma sector border chief. Okay? Because I want answers. I want to know if he's in charge of this sector, why it is so vulnerable, right? I mean, look at those cars right there, guys. Mexican Highway 2. Just drop them, let them walk down, and they're in. Absolutely infuriating. You know, and anybody who's giving you the song and dance that these people are dehydrated and they're suffering and they're running for their lives. Guys, that last group that we just caught, okay, we walked down to the river to see what they left behind. I want you to know they dumped out their purses, okay, and they left their makeup and their toiletries and their bus tickets and their money. They don't need their pesos anymore, right? They left their birth certificates and their IDs and their deodorant and their water bottles, their Gatorade, their medications, their headphones, and their phone chargers, guys. They empty their pockets out right before they present themselves to the Border Patrol. So I'm gonna, you know, this is something let me just get out of the sun because it's really hot today, but so I'm gonna do something, guys, that I don't ever do. Okay, you're rarely will you catch me bad-mouthing other people on social media, okay? Because I'm a kind of person that rises above all that bullshit, okay? I don't ever post personal drama on social media because I'm the kind of person that if I have a problem with you, I'll call you up woman to woman and handle it, okay? I don't need validation through a Facebook post or to bash people, you know, on a live stream where they can't, you know, speak up for themselves. It's not my style, okay? You guys know I have way more class than that. So I'm just gonna take this moment because I've tried all of the above, right? And I've tried to handle it woman to woman. I tried handling it and they refused to take my call. So I'm just gonna call out 2 larpers, guys, 2 larpers that have been down here in Yuma. One woman by the name of Rebecca Furland, who runs Arizona Desert Guardians, and her sidekick criminal, Paul Flores, who runs DSW 74 News, okay? Two frauds. They're not patriots, okay? They ran with VOP, and after everyone from VOP got arrested on criminal trespass and all of that, okay? Mind you, VOP was the huge child sex trafficking camp, right? Where Louis Arthur made a Facebook page on a Tuesday, and on a Wednesday he discovered this child sex trafficking camp, right? Which ended up just being a homeless camp. But that didn't stop Becky and Paul Flores and the rest of them to pander for tens of thousands of dollars worth of donations, money, gift cards, drones, everything you can think of, okay? Louis Arthur got arrested after showing up at Rachel Cross's house, okay, in a rage. Showed up at her house to confront her, and anyway, he ended up getting arrested, okay? Paul and Becky are leftovers from VOP, okay? So, you know, I didn't have a problem with Becky, you know, not my style again, but you know, I'm the kind of person that can respect everybody's efforts in the mission of what we are trying to accomplish here, guys, okay? I would never, you know, Becky likes to go film migrant garbage in Lukeville. More power to her, right? I'm not gonna knock someone else's, you know, work or effort to bring attention, bring awareness to the problems that we are facing in this country, okay? Now, I did a live feed in Tucson a few months ago. I put together a video where I was able to get into the migrant shelter at the Tucson Monastery, okay? And I did a video, and it took me 3 weeks to groom that migrant shelter to trust me and let me inside as a volunteer so I could film, right? And so Becky shows up the next day after watching my video, screaming and yelling and making a scene in front of the place, and they ended up pulling my volunteer application because Becky called me out by name, right? And they looked me up. So, you know, I let it go, whatever. That was a few months ago, okay? Let's fast forward to a couple weeks ago now. Becky calls me and tells me that they're coming to Yuma, okay? I'm like, okay, well, we're just leaving Yuma, but okay. But, you know, just so you know, we just spent 3 days putting up trail cams, testing trail cams, so that we could get this footage while we were gone. You know, we need to get home and shower and what have you. Okay, I said, please, just do me a favor, don't walk by those areas, right? We just put all this time and effort into putting those cameras up, right? So what do? They show up here and immediately start bashing us, the Paul Flores guy, bashing us, undermining us, mocking us, making a little underhanded comments about, you know, just totally contradicting everything that we've been telling you guys out here. We have been here for 8 weeks, okay? So, whatever. I got on their live feed and I corrected a few of their incorrect reports, you know? And because it wasn't true. And I'm sorry, you have an obligation if you're out here and you're putting this stuff out as truth, and you're putting this stuff out as citizen reporting or as reporters, whatever you want to call yourself, you have an obligation to be factual, okay? You can't guess. You don't make stuff up, right? So immediately I was blocked, and he goes to the gas station and makes this freaking 10-minute video just totally bashing us, slamming us. So I was like, okay, whatever. He deleted it, but somebody saved it, okay? So we saw it, and I was like, okay, that's real classy. Right before they leave, they're making a live feed, intentionally walking around our trail cam, set off every camera we had. We came today, all that footage is garbage. It's literally Paul walking around back and forth. So why come here? First of all, why come here and sabotage another group's efforts, okay? So all of this while they are pandering for donations, guys. Pandering for donations. So just keep in mind, we don't ever ask you guys for money. We're self-funded. We come out here because we want to. We come out here because we care about our country. We come out here because we care about what is happening in this sector. You will never hear me ask you to give me money, okay? And we have spent thousands of dollars, guys, because it costs money to put gas in your tank when you have to pay for that yourself. It costs money to fill a cooler. It costs money to buy camera gear and binoculars and drones and batteries and SD cards and all the like, okay? So you know what? I'm the kind of person that I'm just gonna say it. I'm putting it out there. You will never hear me speak about this again, okay? This is not gonna be a perpetual drama. This is not, I will never speak about it again, but I feel like the truth needs to be said, guys. The truth needs to be said, because these are not patriots. These are opportunists who showed up at a site we were already covering, the exact location that we'd been at, okay? Asking you for money, okay? That's not okay. It's not okay. If you're a journalist and you're a professional journalist and you know, people pay you for what you do, then you shouldn't be asking people to pay your way, right? And even if you're not, you shouldn't be asking people to pay your way. You know, there's so many patriots out there that do good work, and people give to them because they respect and appreciate the hard work that they put in to a project. You know, people sell hats, like Paloma sells her hats, right? And you know, all her stuff is original, right? And all on the patriots that are out there, it's original content. They're not riding the skirt tails of another group while asking people to donate to them. So that's it. That's my piece. Be aware of the larpers. You know, we have to call them out as we see them. And again, you know, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes here, guys, that we don't show you. We've been covering this for 8 weeks because we have a bigger project that we're working on. And I'll reveal it to you when it comes out. So we'll just leave it at that. We have a bigger project that we're working on. We're not vigilantes. We're not militia. We're not a border ops group. We are citizens. We're out here because we love our country, and we are sick and tired of the news giving us, and even CBP giving us tidbits of information, and it's not all of the information. So God bless you guys. Thanks for listening to me rant. Again, that's the last you'll hear of this saga. You know, we're being harassed. We're being harassed by 2 larpers, and if it escalates, we'll just have to get, you know, file charges of some sort. But until then, we're mission focused. There's so much footage, guys, that we haven't put out because it's so incredible that it's not just, you know, footage you put in a Facebook post or on a live feed. I'm trying to put it together in more of a, you know, compilation or like a documentary style. But you know, I had a nice conversation with my friend Oscar in Mexico on Mother's Day, and Oscar gave me some really great advice, and that is, you know, stay focused, don't get consumed with the drama and you know, other groups trying to badmouth you and take you down, because what we're doing is important and the truth always prevails, right? All right, guys, I'm gonna go get some water, and we're probably gonna be driving into Mexico through the port, which is coincidentally the port of entry. The legal port of entry is 1.5 miles up the road. 1.5 miles. So why is this sector not secured with concertina wire? So to push people to the port, beyond me. So that's next on the agenda, is to show up and call out that sector chief. So over and out for right now, guys. Stay tuned.